Hey, what's up, guys? Sean here with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Hope everyone's doing well. So the morning in which I'm doing this video is August 10th. I'm actually putting up a video the same morning as I am about ready to head out to the Pittsburgh A&A World's Fair Money Show. I had done a short video right before this one. Hopefully, you guys could check that one out. I am going to be participating in the Whatnot slash NGC Grade Off competition. It's going to be a couple other influencers that you guys know of, CoinHub and Couch Collectibles against myself and Renee from Storage Wars. He goes by the name Bargain Hunters Thrift on YouTube. And we are going to be grading coins. We're going to be going against each other, and best man wins. So I am going to do a live event when this occurs today at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. So you guys check it out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys can make it to the live stream, or if you're here in town, come on by. It's going to be a lot of fun. So in this video, I wanted to take a moment to address something that a lot of people have been talking about, and there's a lot of controversy with this coin for it just even existing, and which leads to a lot of folks believing that they do indeed have these rarities, and that is the 1964 special mint set strike coins, and these things, if you guys have not seen them before. These are trials for the most part. The U.S. Mint was going to do away with proof sets, and due to some late-breaking public outcry, mostly by other collectors, the U.S. Mint was kind of left in a position where they had to substitute an appropriate coin. And that, my friends, is the SMS coins. Now, they did produce SMS Coins, which again stands for Special Mint Set, for 1965 to 1967. So there were never any proof sets, nor were there mint sets produced during this 3-year period. There were just these Special Mint Set coins or bust. That was kind of your option. In 1964, the Mint had produced both a proof set and a mint set. So it was still a normal schedule when it came to those two particular releases during that time. But at the same time, they understood that, hey, we needed to send something out there for the collectors. And it was this special mint set strike. Plus they were also leveraging like newer, better prepared dies for such a thing that they thought that the collectors would love. All right, so in 1964, the U.S. Mint had actually produced some trials of the SMS dies. All right, and these things, ladies and gentlemen, will fool you. They look every bit the part of a regular uncirculated business strike coin. They don't have wild, crazy mirrors. I mean, finding one of those on any special mint set coin is a rarity. To find deep cameo contrast and the nice glossy mirrory fields that you normally see on every other proof set. But just to kind of recap, because these have such a large amount of press out there, the prices are huge. These are some of the more recent sales. This is from Heritage Auctions. We had the 1964 Kennedy SMS coin that sold for $48,000. All right, this one was May 5th, 2022. And I could see why people are very interested in these, because there's so much money associated with the value of the special mint set trial strikes that everybody thinks that they have it. All right, and they want to have it because obviously the stakes are incredibly large here. Here's the 64 Lincoln Cent SMS. Sold for over 4,500. Here's the nickel right here. And of course, they have phenomenal grades. They actually graded these full steps, which is kind of crazy, considering that all SMS coins, in theory, same with proof coins, have the fully struck steps. $13,200. Here's another quarter. This one sold in 2020, 7,800. Um, and and one of the things that leads people to believe that these can be found out there is that the most recent public sales of the coins are all individual pieces, right? You don't see too much in the way of actually full sets from Lincoln cents all the way up to half dollars. And I think again that's more of a red herring when it comes to these coins, and that's why there's some misunderstanding as far as the ability to find some of these out there. All right, so because again, they're going to fool you in a way, because of their appearance and what they look like. All right, they look like an uncirculated business strike coin, but you can see these price tag values are absolutely off the charts. There was even a candy half dollar right here, a SP67, that sold for over $100,000 back in 2019, and that's the not so distant past. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this. I think the best place to get all the information you need about the SMS coins is actually on PCGS's website. There's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of investigative work about the coin, and we're on PCGS's website. We're actually in the price guide function, and we're in the Candy half dollar section of the price guide. Pretty easy to come to. And then when you click into the Candy half dollar section, you're going to go to SP that you see here. Normally it defaults to the mid state part of the price guide, and you have proof and then SP. And then the first line that you see is actually the 1964 SMS coins with some pretty large prices here across the board. Now, the one coin that sold for over $100,000 again is the SP67. All right, but take a look at the price analysis of the grades higher than that, 68. $160,000. They even have a plus designation in there, and then the SP69s, which is one grade point close to perfection, $200,000. So you can elect to go in any one of the 5 denominations of these coins, and then go into SP. So whether it's Lincoln cent, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime, or what have you. You could go into any one of these and click into there, and you'll find the SMS listing right on the price guide. So there's a little blue hyperlink. There's a 4-digit PCGS identifier number. You click into that, and it'll actually bring up some of the more notable graded examples. There's a 68, a couple 67 pluses. I mean, these things look phenomenal looking. Again, looking at the photos, I'm telling you guys, these things look like regular business strike coins. And that's kind of like one of the things that is phenomenal about this is because of that. So when we go to take a look at the information, I mean, they have, I don't know if this will pull up here, but when we scroll all the way down to where Jamie Hernandez, who's one of the experts at PCGS, had done a write-up, and a very good one at that, about the 1964 special strike coins. Specifically, he mentioned the candy half dollars. I'll just go ahead and read it to you guys. It's a little bit of a read, but as you can see, it's not too bad. Plain and simple, the 64 special strike candy hats are not supposed to exist. However, there are about a dozen or so examples which have surfaced in the past 15 years, and primarily they exist through a set. So, in theory, 15 sets of these or so, or a dozen sets or so, have leaked out of the mint. All right, and then let's go ahead and read on. Therefore, it is the scarcest non-error or variety candy half dollar in existence. The 64 special strike candy half dollars display very unique characteristics unseen on any other coins of the era. First of all, the strike is very sharp, as it displays very clear details on both the obverse and the reverse. The coins also contain a smooth satin-like appearance with the rims being very square and sharp. And that's one of the big differentiators. It has like the appearance of a business strike, but when you look at the edge and the rim area, it presents more like a proof coin. All right, it's a hybrid, and that's what the SMS coins are supposed to be. There are die polishing lines throughout the coin surfaces. These coins also tend to lack contact marks, unlike business strike coins, indicating that they were struck and handled under extreme care. Furthermore, the coins do not display the reflective surfaces that are usually encountered on proof coins. These 1964 Special Strike candy halves were first noticed in '93 when they appeared in a Stax auction. Apparently, the coins originated from Lester Merkin, okay, and he's a well-known coin dealer back in the day. His collection was later consigned to Stax. It is also believed that Lester Merkin initially acquired the coins from a Mint employee or Ava Adams, who was the former director of the U.S. Mint. Coincidentally, there are also other special strike coins in different denominations that exist for this date. These include the Lincoln cent, nickel, dime, and quarter. There is also about 1 or 2 dozen sets believed to exist for each of these denominations. In numismatics, there are also other coins which are not supposed to exist, such as the 33 St. Gaudens, that's an infamous one, and the 1913 Liberty nickels. It also took years before some of these coins ever surfaced, and the entire circumstances and how they eluded the U.S. Mint is also a complete mystery. Although the 64 special strike coins are not necessarily in the same league as the other classic rarities, they do tend to have the same mysterious history behind them. The fact there are also very little examples of these coins in existence and much cheaper than other legendary coins only makes them much more desirable to a lot of collectors. As of September 2009, PCGS has only certified 12 examples of the 64 Special Strike Kennedy in all grades combined. In conclusion, this also makes it the scarcest of all the 64 special strike coin denominations produced. All right, and then even Ron Guth had a little bit of a addition in here as well for the special strike. So as you can see, coming from PCGS, these are prohibitively scarce. We are going to assume that all the examples that did leave the mint, either by Ava Adams or from a Mint employee, have all been well documented. All right, and generally when these things go into a public sale, they tend to follow a trail of price history for that one particular coin. Very rarely do you see other different examples from various other provenances that come up on the market. Generally, it's going to be probably the same 3, 4, 5, or 6 coins that have sold over the course of the last 20 years or so. Again, and this is kind of like, the crossroads in this video where it's like, okay, well, how do I know I have one? Obviously, the coins are going to be impeccably struck. They're going to be, void of any sort of contact marks. They're going to have the crisp, blocky, sharp edges and rims to them. But and this is where you're gonna have to really seriously think about it. If you think you have them and you're headstrong and you don't want to believe that you don't have it, there's only one thing you could do. And in order to sell these, they have to be graded, ladies and gentlemen, whether that's through PCGS, which I would highly recommend using, or NGC would be the other one. I wouldn't use anyone else. But you have to submit it as the SMS. You're going to have to pay an absorbent amount of money for the submission fees. But if it comes back a business strike, you're going to have to take your medicine and own up to the fact that that is a business strike. Because they are the professionals that have seen and handled these coins in person. So you really have to take at 100% their take on what this coin is. So you only have one shot. You're going to spend the money to grade it or authenticate it, and it just is what it's going to be. All right. And that's it. And that's really your only recourse in all of this, in getting these things graded and trying to put to bed ultimately if you have the SMS coin. But yeah, I've received a lot of messages saying, "Hey, I have this coin. What do I do with it?" And they want to sell it without grading it, and that's just simply not going to happen. There's no one, I mean, no one that will purchase a raw example of this coin. It has to be graded first. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. At least we were able to kind of put to bed the SMS coins in a way. And that's it. So I'm going to be at the ANA show, hopefully to see you guys there. Look out for my live events, and also on Whatnot, NGC will be going live to sell the exclusive grade off challenge coins. They're NGC graded sample slabs, and they're going to have 150 of each coin from each team produced. All right, and that's it. No more. It's $19.99 for each one, and they are going to go quick, I would imagine. All proceeds will go to charity. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to see you guys there. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully this video gave you some insight and a little education on the SMS coins. But there you go. You guys take care, and I will see you guys later. So long.